We are just days away from Cardinals opening day at Busch Stadium, and 5 on Your Side will be live at the ballpark and Ballpark Village all day Thursday. You can watch, of course, on air and for free on the 5 Plus streaming app. And to get all the ins and outs of opening day, just text the word CARDS to 314-425-5355. Seeing the beauty and pageantry of the Budweiser Clydesdales circling the field on opening day has been a decades-long tradition in St. Louis.
Yeah, something that we all look forward to. However, there are other four-legged animals who are part of the hitch crew that you'll see Thursday. They may not get as much attention, but they are Clydesdale faithful. Let's pause for the Budweiser Dalmatians.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Busch Stadium.
When the Budweiser Clydesdales make their grand entrance and prance around Busch Stadium, all eyes are on these majestic horses. But perched atop the wagon is their ever-faithful companion, the Dalmatian.
They actually live and breathe with the Clydesdales and the crew, so it's just part of the team.
The Dalmatians are the mascots, the bridesmaids to the main event. But their role is an important one since they joined the Clydesdales crew in the 1950s. Prior to that, you could say beer was in their blood, at least guarding it.
When the driver would have to park the wagon and actually take the beer off and go into the bar and make their deliveries, people would try to steal the beer off the wagons. And so the Dalmatians were actually guard dogs, and they would kind of run around underneath the wagon and make sure that nobody got to the precious cargo on the back of the wagon.
High five. Good girl.
When they're not on the road, you'll find them living the good life at Warm Springs Ranch, home of the Clydesdales, and also 2-year-old Missy and 1-year-old King. The other Dalmatians were still on the road when we visited in February.
We've got that beautiful lake out in front of the barn, so when the weather is nice, you'll see them out there swimming and just living their best life.
The Dalmatians come from reputable breeders nationwide. Once they're old enough, their training begins with handlers, preparing them to earn their place on the wagons.
It might be a year and a half of age before the Dalmatian is fully trained and can be up on the wagon by himself. But you'll see the veterans, like Missy over here, up on the wagon doing her thing, and she doesn't need any help.
Like the Clydesdales, they also have star power. For instance, 2-year-old Missy was in the latest Super Bowl commercial, proudly repping her spotted crew.
How about this little guy, huh?
And remember this Super Bowl commercial? Dalmatians front and center as the stars. They hit the road more than 300 days a year, and when it's time to retire, their iconic solid brass martingale, which mirrors the one worn by the lead Clydesdales. The next chapter for these stoic pups is just as sweet.
A lot of times they will retire with one of the handlers because they do build such a strong bond over their years of traveling.
King, sit.
It's not uncommon for one of the handlers to say, hey, I'm going to take this one home and give it its forever home. So that's really cool.
The career of a Budweiser Dalmatian depends on the dog. Trout says one may be on the road with the crew as long as 7 years, while another may retire around 4 years old and begin the life of a couch potato.
Those are the smart ones.
Yeah, exactly.
4 years and couch
I'm
potato.
retiring.